ever feel like that? Like, I want to get to that place where I'm just no longer doubting myself. If there's one thing I've learned, is that it's not going away. And it just is there, and it shows you're a human being and that you're alive and having the courage, the gusto, the gumption. That's what showing up is. It's Saturday morning and we are off to soccer with Zion. And selfishly, I like soccer mornings because there's a cafe next to it and I get to hang out there. It's like my own time. Two years ago we shifted to Bali from New Zealand, and it was one of those things where felt the call and then had the courage to say yes to it. I learned a long time ago that if you really feel called to do something, despite how scary it can be and despite how perhaps even unreasonable it can seem, to say yes to those things that are coming from that really true place within. I remember hearing making big decisions from your heart and then small decisions from your head, and like really getting the importance of that. See, we're dead too long, and if we're following the fear-based stories in our head rather than the true kind of signals of where our heart's guiding us, then we're switching off to our capacity in life. So for us, you know, moving to Bali, it was such an adventure. We came over here with so much hope. We made the decision in 2 weeks and bought our one-way flights. And you know, Hen and the kids had never even been to Bali, so their first meeting of the place was landing here as their new home. And it's been what we wanted and so much more. How the kids have expanded has been out of this world. Like their whole world view has expanded. Care and compassion on new levels. How it's strengthened our marriage has been unexpected, and you know what we've both expanded into has been once again unexpected. So that's my encouragement. Learn to listen to those little messages that come through and actually listen to them and give them more weight than the fear in your head. Today is the day that I get my tattoo. I'm so excited. This is something that I've been wanting to do for such a long time, and yet there's been something that's sort of been stopping me from doing it. Now the other morning I got up in the morning and I asked over and over if I wasn't afraid I would, and then just come up with any answer that was there. And one thing that came out really strongly and really clearly was, if I wasn't afraid, I'd get that tattoo. And I had a look at it and I thought, wow, what's been stopping me isn't anything that's around my truth. What's been stopping me is an old idea, like a parental idea that's kind of been acting like a wired voice recorder in the back of my mind that is no more my truth than that wall over there. It just is there, but it certainly isn't mine. And I realized that it's time. And actually that's been a process that I've been on, you know, for years and years. It's actually been noticing, in particular in the last couple of years, noticing more layers of just what's there that's not mine. Whether it's around sexuality, whether it's around tattoos now today,
whether it's around parenting, whether it's around, you know, how to show up with your voice, just noticing how much stuff just gets unconsciously adopted and inherited. And that's really my call to anyone who's watching this video, is just be willing to challenge in, like to get curiously interested in what's going on up here. And notice where you stop yourself and you say no. And it might even be a no that rises up even before you even say it consciously, because it's so patterned to not go there, because it's so patterned to not think of that as something that's possible for you. My invitation is to get curiously interested so you start seeing more of this and actually challenge it. You know, if you're believing something and you haven't yet fully examined it for yourself and put it through your own tests, then is it your belief, or is it just a thought pattern that has been inherited? That is not a true belief. I was driving home with Bailey yesterday on the motorbike, and I said to her, yeah, now you've got a mum with tattoos who rides motorbikes. And she's like, Mum, you have one tattoo and you ride a Scoopy scooter.